I felt that I have to conserve Mida Creek because with any effect coming to Mida Creek, I'll be the first one to be affected, and my family and my neighbors who border the creek. Most of the community members, they feel that if they conserve Mida Creek, it doesn't belong to them. It belongs to Kenya Forest Service. I worked very hard first to change the community attitude. The mangrove forest or the environment, it doesn't belong to the government. It belongs to all of us. Almost 85 to 90%, they were depending on the creek for fishing or cutting mangrove for sale, even though it was illegal. So you find that there was a lot of impact in Mida Creek. We've been cutting mangrove for construction. We've been cutting mangrove for fuel wood, but we haven't planted mangrove and we haven't died. Changing the community attitude was not an easy work because everyone feels that mangrove grows on their own. I've tried to come up with ideas to change my society. I've come up with the idea to conserve and protect the remaining forest we have in our community. From the Forest Act 2015, that's where they came up with the participatory forest management. There are things community are allowed to do in the forest or to do in the creek in a sustainable way without being charged. So one of it is like ecotourism. Community, they can do like beekeeping within the mangrove forest. We can do butterfly farming in Arabuko Sokoke forest. So these are some of the things which I've tried to change community mind. Changing environmental ideas, it doesn't come in a daytime. If I want conservation to be sustainable, to stand, I have to come with short-term income generating activities. I'm the first one who initiated ecotourism activity at Mida Creek for the youth and for the women. Most of the youth, they involve themselves in ecotourism activities because when they do guiding, they get quick money. Because, for example, if youth or women involve themselves in ecotourism, but every day a guide maybe will get 300 shillings from tour guiding. So if you tell him to conserve the mangrove forest, he will. In fact, at Mida Creek, the women are the ones who have been contributing a lot in conservation. Any event in terms of mangrove planting or beach cleanups, the ones who will become in big number are women. As per my experience, I'll say that nature have really changed my society. People, they've been seeing the forest in a different way. Everyone feels that now we have to conserve the mangrove so that we get money to buy blocks to construct a nice house, not to cut the mangroves for construction of our houses. Work with the young boys to identify birds, to work as guides at the creek. When you give a young boy a binocular, they feel very much proud and they feel very happy. So by involving young generation also in conservation, it helps a lot. The message goes very far and they grow with a mind that the creek belongs to us and we have to protect it and conserve it. If community accepts environment, we don't need any police here to conserve the forest. We are the custodians. Any group who want to work within the protected area like Mida Creek or Arabuko Sokoke forest, first thing we have to introduce ourselves to the government institutions around here. We have to register as a group. And after registering as a group, or informing that you are here, you are surviving, you have ideas, you want to do something in the creek. We've been receiving training from government institutions, like we have the Kenya Forest Research Institute. Before that, we used to plant, to uproot the propagule from the tree, which was wrong. We are supposed to collect from the ground. So they've been training us. Because, like, for example, the other species, if you use sand, the propagule won't germinate. The other species, if you use mud, for example, Avicennia marina, if you use mud, brackish mud, the seed, it won't germinate. We also participate together with them during planting. We also do monitoring and evaluation together with them. We find the reason why this place is open by nature, or maybe people cut it. We find the reason why those mangroves die before we plant. Even though the government institution, they are helping us to raise the seedlings, but they don't collect any money from the group. The sale we've been getting from the mangroves, 100% goes to the community member. And I want to thank the government institutions, the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources. He had been giving guidance or giving instructions to government institutions to support women in conservation. We sell like 50 shillings per seedling, and the money comes direct to the group. Last year, the women, they've been able to raise more than 300,000 seedlings without any assurance that people will come and buy the seedlings. Through the support of government institutions, civil societies, ministries, even from the office of the president, we've been lucky that all the seedlings, they were bought. The poverty level in our village is very high. Most of the women back at home, the life standard is very, very low. Our women now feel that through the conservation initiative, they've changed their lives even at home. Because we are contributing a lot in conservation, we also want to make sure that no woman will use firewood, neither charcoal, but change their life and using gas. Because if we plant the mangrove and then you go back and buy charcoal for cooking, you go and buy cut fuel wood for cooking. It's like you are building the other side, but you are destroying the other side. But we do small contribution, and we want to make sure that every member, her life will change back at home. If a member from the Bidii Kazi can take a mattress home, maybe who has been living in marriage life for more than 10 years, and maybe the man was not having a capacity to buy the mattress. So for the Bidii Kazi women group, the women are very happy. We don't give the member the items to take home. We carry the items with a group of members to the member who has benefited from the item, and we dance together with them back at home. It has brought a lot of happiness. It has increased love back in the village. So to me, I'll say that through conservation, everything can change. It depends how you took it.